Welcome back, I'm the Watch Nerd. On this video, I'm very excited. We're going to go back for another hunt for steel. But right before I put you on the footage, I do want to keep reminding you of my Chanel chain giveaway. I'm going to be giving out this chain as soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers. So if you want to be entered, there's the 4 steps in the description.
Yes, you actually seen the thumbnail. This is the Submariner Gold. They actually showed me at the retail store. Now, this particular store does follow the list, and of course, I can't just go in and buy that piece. That is such a wanted and loved piece, and I already have an Oyster Perpetual. I definitely don't have. I believe it is $40,000 retail, and I just don't have that laying around. I could afford the Oyster Perpetual, and that's why I bought it. But we are going to get to that. Let's just do a quick um, going through the store. I did not film. There was a little section of the store I didn't get. There was two Datejust 41s. They were both on Jubilee bracelet and the fluted bezel. Both of them, it was black and it wasn't silver. They call it something else, but it's basically a silver dial. And I was, talking to the other people about it, and it was actually I was telling them the story of the Datejust, a little bit information and everything, and they were like they couldn't not I knew a little bit about the Datejust, and they were very happy, and they bought the watch for their son for high school graduation. So that's a quick story, but that's why I didn't get that section. But that's all you're missing. If we go through here, so this is the precious metal. We do have a meteorite dial there in that one. I do love it on the leather strap. A few Cellinis. I believe they said the Cellini Moonface got discontinued. I'm not 100%. Here's some of the steel pieces though. So I'm curious. I don't know exactly. Tell me down in the comments if any of the Cellinis did get discontinued. Because I heard the Moonface actually got discontinued. So this is where I want to quickly mention a little bit about how I acquired this watch, but I will do it in the full review. This is just slight mention because it is Hunt for Steel, and we do have I believe they call it the Blueberry. It is the Gold Submariner to get to, but this is a part I did order from this official dealer, and I did not promise to order this part. This has nothing got to do with it. It's just an oyster bracelet for a uh, Explorer 2 white dial 40 millimeters. And this is, I will unbox it on the channel. I'll show you a little bit and how it looks on the Explorer. But this is where I want to talk about good official dealers compared to okay or even horrible official dealers. And if you do want to skip, I understand. But if you want to stick around, this is my opinions on this. So this particular dealer is a family-owned place, very nice. Everybody treats me, very, very respectfully and nice. Now the other one, I will mention the name because they're big chain, and a lot of people have heard of them. They're called Hyde Park Jewelers, and they're here in Colorado, Arizona, I believe in California. I don't know in Vegas, but they're pretty big. They have a bunch of official dealers. They're official dealer for almost a plethora of options. They have pre-owned pieces too. But when I go in there to Hyde Park, you get either treated very poorly or okay. I mean, they don't care. They want you to. They work on commission here, the one I go to, and they care about how much you're going to buy from them and how frequently. That's what I get. And I did say, hey, I'm not, gonna play this game, because they did. And I will say this now because I got the watch, and I really wanted to talk about it. I want to share with you. And so I said I really would love an Oyster Perpetual. I went to both official dealers, and one of them says, "Yeah, I'll try to get it." And the other one, Hyde Park, saying, "Hey, listen, if you like a date just something that's not that hot, maybe we can get you something else." They did not say it in those words, but I definitely got that impression. I almost 100% could tell, I should say, that if I bought a couple day dates, they would give me a sport model. I had that feeling. And I don't like that feeling because yes, they have to make their money. Yes, they have to sell the Cellinis, they have to sell the women's date just, right? But at the same time, that's not how it should be done, right? Of course, it's different. They don't have a list at Hyde Park. There's the one I go to. They have a customer or whatever preferred, and it's just absolutely. I don't know. I don't get the impression that they care about each person, and it's not even the point is even if I wasn't trying to buy anything, right? And I was not rude at either place because, of course, you have to treat them with respect. You can't just get mad at an official dealer. But I definitely felt that the Hyde Park was not it was one that you had to buy something or they had to make money in order to get you something, and it's very much a corporation. Um, so it's just not something I'm into, and I'm very glad the other official dealer called because when I did, because I'm not into flipping watches. I don't do that. I don't go around and flip watches. It's just I'm gonna keep the Oyster Perpetual for a very long time. That I hope, right? That's the hope. If I need to sell it for an emergency or something. But right now, I'm keeping it. My plan is to keep it for a very long time, and and I feel that the one I bought it from, you remember, there's no buy history. I bought this after they called me. I came, I bought the watch, and then I bought this bracelet, for a friend of mine to actually add it to his watch. But the point is with this official dealer, that they talk to you, they make you feel comfortable, and yes, they care if you flip the watch. Hyde Park, on the other hand, they care about making money, and I get it, right? Everyone makes money. The ADs, they're not starving to make money. I believe it depends. Look, I don't know the situations of them, but the Hyde Park today, I went there. I didn't even film because he actually said, "Yeah, stop coming here." Basically, he told me he's like, "Oh, fantastic! I think you should stick with that official dealer." And I looked at him. I said, "Yeah, I think so too." And then I was done. So I'm not gonna go and walk in there and try to be friendly with an official dealer that treats people rudely. And one time I was talking with him and whatever, and he was, it's different people, and I'm going on a rant here. I don't know if anybody can relate, but there are a few people there, and I was talking to him, and the guy completely ignored me. And when somebody walked in the door, he walked over to the person, and he completely ignored what I had to say. And I don't know if he was having a bad day or whatever. And every time I come back, it's the same guy. I guess he works on, I go on Saturdays, so I guess he works on Saturdays. And I go there and then he apologizes the next week or whatever. But I get that um, with any official dealer there. So any sales representation or whatever, what do they call them? They're salespeople. But that's what I get, right? Um, the other thing is that the family owned place is very nice. They don't, yes, I mean, they would love to sell all their watches, and they do sell all their watches. They have a lot more than Hyde Park. Hyde Park had four watches. And I guarantee you it's because Hyde Park tells people to buy this watch and you get something else. Now, at the other official dealer where I filmed the video, where I got all the footage today, they are a family owned, but they also, I've never heard this. So I go there for a long time, and they told a person came in, looked at a 36 millimeter blue dial Datejust, fluted bezel, factory on the dial, diamonds, and a Jubilee bracelet. And the guy looks at him and he says, "Listen," he was a younger kid. I believe he was graduating high school. You get a lot of those, the first Rolex graduating high school kids. But he's the AD told him, the sales guy told him that, hey, you should maybe, I listen, you really like this watch. I get that. Yes, it's hard to get the other ones, but I'll put you down on the list. I will, you can wait and we can get something. He didn't offer like Oyster Perpetual or anything, but he wanted to see the guy's, reaction. But he wanted the Datejust. But I've never been to another official dealer where he offered to put him on a list for a higher watch and not sell them the Datejust. So I think it's very, very important for everybody to understand. I know I'm going on a rant here, but I'll make a whole video on this just because it is so perplexing why they have to push certain ADs are so horrible and other ones are just absolutely fantastic. It's like rainbows and sunshine. I get excited to go to this official dealer and do this stuff. So I really do like it. From now on, I'm not going to go back to Hyde Park. It's not something. Maybe I'll go back in a year or so just to see what's up. But it's just something that is not appealing to me. I don't want a sales guy coming up to me and like making it like he's doing a favor for you by you buying a watch. I hate that experience. Um, yes, it is sometimes like it's nice to get a steel watch that's hot from Rolex, but for the arrogance of some of these official dealers, and it's unbelievable, right? They're not gods. They're cool. I mean, a lot of them are very fun to go to, but certain official dealers just drive me up the wall. I don't understand what they are thinking. So that's my little tangent over. Let's head into a really interesting watch. So here it is. This is, I believe they call it the Bluesy now, and it is a heavy watch. You can tell there's high polished mid links now because it is a precious metal. I mean, it's very, very cool. A lot of people thought on my last video it was a fake that I actually went to a gray market dealer for the GMT Master and it was a deep sea. Yes, it was a deep sea or sea dweller in red. So no, that wasn't an official dealer. But you have to understand this official dealer follows the list. And anyway, I could never afford a piece like this just because it is the next level of collecting. It is something that's very, very high up. But at the same time, I could still appreciate it. I can share it with you. But don't think that this watch is just laying around official dealer. This goes to the next person on the list. With that disclaimer out of the way, let's just talk about how cool this is. I did take a few shots of it. This is of course, now the new 41 millimeters. You do get the cornet at the 6. That's the easiest way to tell for me. But of course, it's retail. I mean, it's brand new. The factory stickers are still on, but you can barely tell, if at all, just because it is so new, this watch. It's just really amazing. I love the Mercedes hands. I love the white gold, the feel of it, because yes, the high polished middlings, you can tell. I mean, it is precious metal because you only get that the high polished middlings on a precious metal Submariner, but it's really interesting. I mean, you can wear this go diving like this. This is what it feels like. And I asked them. I said, "Wow, this is a really heavy watch." They say, people get used to it. That's what they're telling me, and it's true. I mean, if you can only wear this watch a couple days or even a few weeks, you won't even notice it's precious metal because it's the way your wrist adapts. I did not put it on. I was very nice. They handed it to me for 2 seconds. I took 3 photos with this watch, and you're seeing all three here, and very, very cool. Honestly, it's so lovely, and he knows I'm very much into horology. He knows I, do videos on watches. The official dealer, the salesman, and it is just fantastic to share with you. I would love to know your opinions. Do you like the Smurf, the full blue on blue, or do you like this model? I don't know. They're both just amazing. It's kind of like with the green, but of course the green is stainless steel. It's a different story. But the Hulk is the face and everything. It's a little more loud, of course, with the face itself. But that's where I want to leave it here. I would love to know all your opinions. What do you think about everything? Is that Submariner is just so cool? I have some cool videos I've planned. I'm going to do one on the prints. I actually got my hands on one of them recently, the reissue. It is the sapphire back, the only sapphire back. So that's going to be a very, very cool watch to show off with you. And it still had the factory stickers on. But this is where I'm going to leave it here. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will definitely catch you in the next one. If you do want the Chanel chain giveaway, there's the 4 steps in the description below.